Hey stranger, welcome back. I saw this TikTok pop up on my feed, didn't think much of it. I was gonna scroll past and I noticed it had 5.7 million likes and almost 50 million views. And the caption says, "This tree is getting closer every day and nobody believes me." I just assumed it was either a prank or some crazy on TikTok, and so I was going to ignore it, but the number of likes and number of views made me curious. So come on down the rabbit hole with me as we try and figure out what's going on here.
And I don't like it. This tree, I know this tree well. This fucking thing, that thing is not real. That's not a real fucking tree. It's not in any of my childhood photos.
This reminds me of that girl that went viral like 3 years ago who was yelling on the plane. She's like, "That motherfucker back there is not real." This is giving similar vibes of like psychotic breakdown happening on the internet because everything has to happen on the internet now.
And it doesn't even show up on Google Maps. On top of that, I feel like it's been getting closer to me. I fucking went out there the other night and measured it 377 feet away from me. I measured it this morning. 345 feet away from me, and the motherfucker's getting closer. It's getting closer to me.
377 to 345 is like a crazy jump. He's saying it's moving 32 feet per night. Would you be able to like physically see that? 32 feet? For those of you that aren't as free as I am, that's like 10 yards. That's crazy in one night. How would nobody else have noticed this?
Why? There's no logical explanation. What is it, fucking tracking me? It's not real. Life is a fucking simulation.
And this is the part that made me think possible paranoid schizophrenia or something like that. But the fact that he's like, the tree is moving, it's moving closer to me, therefore it must be tracking me or a simulation. And I was like, tracking you? Why are those the only two options that you have? Tracking or simulation? Why can't the tree just be moving like regularly? Maybe it's going to the house behind you. You don't know why the tree's coming at you. And the strange thing about this is that all the comments are just like, "Yep, hey dude, what if your house is moving closer to the tree and the tree is just as freaked out as you are? Put a ring around it in the grass. My Sims when I arrange their front yard foliage." I believe him. IDKY, life's been fucking weird lately. You can see that like the people are either making fun of it or like are weirdly affirming. So I've collected all of his TikToks that he's made about this tree, and I want to just go through them because I think it's funny. I also think it's potentially a little bit concerning. So this he posted, this was on the 19th, and then this was the next day on the 20th.
Be careful, the tree is fake. That tree is fake. Yup. Just like
Imagine being just out on a walk with your dog chilling and the neighbor is screaming at you over his fence, "The tree is fake. Get away from that tree. The government's using it to spy on me."
Expected. That thing is closer. You're not going to tell me it's fucking not.
Is it closer? I mean, it's closer because he's zooming in on it. It doesn't seem closer. I'm going to be honest. Editors, put these two images right next to each other. Give me an analysis. Put like the matrix filter over me. I don't think these are closer, my dude.
I already measured the distance from the porch to the fence. Here we go, exact spot, and we're gonna walk it out.
See? Wait, I'm sorry, I'm pausing again. Is this not his property? Okay, so that's his house. That's like the end of his house. So he lives here. This is his.
From the porch to the fence.
So he's on someone else's property right now. Do you think the neighbors here are freaked out? Or is that where he's been filming from? I think he's been filming from the other side of that fence. Because otherwise he would be measuring the distance to this house and not to this fence. Do you think these neighbors are like, "Why is this whack job screaming about our tree constantly, saying it's coming closer to him, and then measuring like across our front yard every single day?"
Spot, and we're gonna walk it out. Same exact line as yesterday. Going to measure by foot, and then do the math in inch.
Brother, that's not how you measure. You can't walk there every day and be like, "It only took 500 steps to get there." Yesterday, it was 510 steps. The least scientific method imaginable to figure out if the tree is moving or not.
And then we'll figure out how many feet away it is.
No, we won't.
You guys can't.
He didn't even count. He didn't. What? He just jump cut. I want to see how many feet it was.
You can't tell me I'm wrong. Everything about this thing looks fake. It doesn't sound real. You hear that?
What do you mean it doesn't sound real? He's got to tap on the other one.
Something's not right about this fucking thing. This thing's not, it's not fucking real. I also haven't seen one bird land in this tree. I've been staring at it for about...
Yeah, that's because every time they do, some weirdo from the neighbor's house starts screaming that the tree they're in isn't real. Like, all the birds are like, "I do not want to deal with this shit. I don't know what's going on. Or we're just going to fly away and find ourselves another tree."
2.5 hours. Not one fucking bird. I mean, at this point, I'm genuinely fucking freaked out and questioning.
But look at the distance. It looks exactly the same, right? I like how I'm trying to disprove him with logic by like comparing two videos for a situation that is so clearly someone crashing out over. Look, it's this is not different.
Life and what's real and what's not. I ran the fucking math. This thing is 339 feet away from me. That moved 6 fucking feet from last night.
339? Okay, so it was 377 to 345 to 339. So why did it move 32 feet the first night and then only 6 feet the second night? Also, at 300, it takes what? It's going to take, let's say it's moving, say, it got a little ahead of itself on the first night. So it's going to move 6 per night, 339 divided by 6. It, you know, in 2 months, which is actually really close. It should be halfway to his house by this by this point. I'm filming this on the 17th, and then this was on the 20th was where the tree was originally started moving. So it should be about halfway to his place right now, about 150 feet away.
There is no way, man. There's no fucking way. I knew it. Fucking fake ass tree, dude.
And you have to just think, like, what would be the benefit? Say you are the evil government conspirator that has put a fake tree in this person's yard. What have you benefited? Like, what do you get by watching this house? It's not even in his front yard, by the way. They would be, if anyone, it'd be watching the neighbors, not him. But like, say it is getting closer. 6 months from today, it's right in his front yard. It's like crashed through his fence. Well, then what? Like, what has the government accomplished by having the tree move? If it was a fake tree, it's some sort of spy thing, okay? People living in the tree, signals hacking the phones, giving you brain cancer or whatever, trying to vaccinate your kids. What have they accomplished by making the tree move? Wouldn't that make it more conspicuous? Because if it wasn't moving, which to be clear, I don't think it was, then you would have never noticed. So if it was a conspiracy of some kind, making it move is like the worst thing you could possibly do. It would be like having an FBI spy van here. There's a spy van here. I'm sure my editor will put it up and not make me look dumb. And then having it transparent so that everyone sees what's inside. You just be like, oh, it's like the worst spy ever. The next day he posted this.
That tree is fake.
He's still yelling at people, which is crazy.
That's a fake tree. Guys, am I fucking crazy?
Yes. Look. See this?
Please tell me. They look closer. They do look closer together. On top of that, this looks rotated slightly.
Wait, so did you say closer together? I thought it was moving closer towards his house because he was measuring from his house to the tree. But now he's saying that the trees are closer to each other. I don't know. Is there an arborist maybe one of my viewers that could confirm
Someone
that?
was calling out, a bunch of people were calling out in the comments. It looks fucking weird. Tell me I'm wrong. Hey, look at the difference. This is the normal, real tree that I know. Okay? Looks fucking normal. That looks glossy. It looks fucking weird. It's not the same.
I just can't get over the fact that he is in his neighbor's yard every time he's filming this. So every time he does this, the neighbor sees this man screaming that the trees are moving towards his house, walking over to his front yard, constantly monitoring and counting steps, and then filming his trees. Like, that would freak me out if my neighbor was doing that.
Fucking real. It looks like, and this looks like plastic. This doesn't look real. I'm gonna take measurements between the two trees because it looks fucking closer. It looks close.
Okay, so now they're moving closer together. Also, if it was plastic, just hold a lighter up to it. It'll melt. It's also crazy that he's like, these trees look different. I'm like, yeah, because they're different trees. They're like, why do these trees that are different look different? I don't know.
Closer together. You can't tell me I'm fucking wrong.
Okay, so there's this comment here that I've been looking at. One day, 8 hours ago. I mean, they look the same to me. This one's slightly more zoomed in, which makes, yeah, see how like the proportions are slightly different on the edge here? It also looks like the angle is different. Like in this first one, he's like right over here when he's taking it. And in this second one, he looks more straight on taking it. So I think the perspective is what's throwing me off. It also says glitch simulation conspiracy.
Lost my tape measure, so for now I'm using a fucking extension cord. So I just did base to base. I mean, it's tight enough. It's off the ground.
No, it's not.
So I'm going to
That's not even close to tight. What?
mark it, and then I will measure it. Well, I did the calculations, and these trees are 3.7 feet away from each other.
Did he do the calculations? Because last time he did his scientific calculations, he was just walking heel to toe from his house to the tree and decided that was 377 feet. Then the next time it was 345 feet. And then the next time it was 339 feet. Like, this is the least scientific method imaginable.
I didn't measure the distance today. My brain is fucking scrambled eggs, but come on, you can't deny it. This motherfucker looks closer. They're side by side.
That's because the angle's different.
Still no fucking birds.
Okay, there are no birds in the other trees.
Zero fucking birds.
I don't know why I'm trying to reason with this man as if he's going to watch this video and be like, damn, you're right. There were no birds in either tree. Like, that's crazy. All right, so that's the 21st. And then here we've moved on to the 22nd.
Guys, it's in front of this one now. It's in front. Oh my God. It did. It moved. There's no fucking way. All right, I'm going to measure the distance. Let's see this shit. I do have to say that I did receive a phone call this morning, and I was told that I need to stop filming this tree.
Yeah, because the neighbors called the police and said this whack job keeps coming onto my property, filming my tree, measuring it over and over, and screaming at the neighbors. I would also call the police and be like, I don't want any trouble. I would just like this kind gentleman to stay off my property and leave my freaking trees alone. Like, I would be freaked out by this behavior.
Which makes it even weirder. Anyway, let's measure this bitch.
Let's say I think my neighbor is a government spy. So every day I like climb into their yard and then peep in through their windows to see if I can catch them doing spy stuff. And then after I'm doing this for a week, the police show up at my house and they tell me I have to stop or I'm going to get arrested. Conspiracy. I caught them. I know that they're doing that because obviously the police would never have shown up to my house if they weren't spies. It'd be like, no, jackass, you were peering in through their windows. That's why they called the police. I fear it's the same situation here. Like, they're trying to stop me from discovering it. No, they're trying to stop you from doing something crazy and they're trying to keep you out of their yard, which seems perfectly reasonable to me.
I got my giant fucking ball of yarn.
Wait, what happened to the extension cords from yesterday?
And a measuring tape. Let's do it. All right, time to run this yarn all the way to my yard. All right, got the yarn pulled tight and these.
This is crazy. This is like, I'm laughing, but it's also a little bit sad, right? Like, this gentleman is clearly having some sort of paranoid episode, which leads him to measure out hundreds upon hundreds of feet of yarn across his neighbor's yard, over his fence, onto his porch. Like, these neighbors have got to be freaked out. Like, I would start to consider moving at this point. Like, the gentleman next door is potentially not safe. I don't want to be here. It's nuts.
Same exact spot as I measured from the first video. Let's see where it's at. Guys, 337 feet. It moved 2 feet. I knew it. You guys knew it. This is fucking crazy. What is happening? And still no fucking birds. No birds. I'm sure you guys can tell, but I am super fucking passionate about this.
Oh, we can tell. He also keeps saying no birds, but there's like no birds for like the 5 seconds that he films the tree. It's not like he has like an all-day camera set up with a time lapse where we would be able to see if there were birds in the tree. Also, why would the birds care if it was a fake tree? Birds hang out on power lines, which are to them essentially weird-looking fake trees that the strange pink creatures down there built. Birds will stand on anything that doesn't immediately kill them. And if you think, oh, the tree must be killing the birds, that he would see a bunch of bird corpses around here. This is like fascinating and also disturbing to me. A phone call from who? from the sheriff, because he wants you to stop looking at the mental asylum, the Lorax. Because why is someone calling you about the tree? I assume they're calling about the constant trespassing that's going on here. The fact that we're getting a daily update from a moving tree is absolutely killing me. I love that we're all in agreement that this is legit. Put the yarn around both trees taut and see if it's loose tomorrow to show if it moved or not. That sounds good at first, but yarn is like really stretchy, isn't it? So from like wind and rain, wouldn't it naturally stretch and become loose? Also, what happened to the extension cord from this video? Didn't he like wrap an extension cord around it? Yeah, what happened to this?
I mean, come the fuck on. I mean, I think we can all agree at this point about that, but
about what?
Come back to this now. This looks closer. I don't care what anyone says. Most of you agree. So I listened to the comments, put a tight piece of yarn going across. I'm going to come back tomorrow and let's see if it drooped up a little bit. All right, so I'll update you guys tomorrow on this fucking earth boner. Speaking of that, happy Earth Day. I mean, come the fuck on. I
don't like that he called it an earth boner. That seems unnecessary. Also, the yard is absolutely going to be loose the next day because all night it's going to be like birds are going to land on it. Creatures might run across it because it's an attachment. Squirrels might jump on it. The wind will push it. If it rains, it'll like stretch it out. Like there's no way the yarn's not going to be loose. If you leave something stretched over a long period of time, it eventually starts drooping. Actually, this is called walking tree. It could actually walk by its roots. If it's so hot, I mean, it does look terrifying. Search the walking tree. What? Bro, if nothing happens, I'm gonna be convinced it's aware. It's like the classic thing of like, it stopped moving because I was right. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. His neighbor watching him measure the tree every day. Obviously, it's him watching all the people having fun, but like, this is creepy. Dude, if you are the neighbor and you are watching this man do these things constantly to your tree every single day, filming it, yelling at people, measuring it, stretching ropes from it to their house, that's freaking weird. All right, so that was the 22nd. Let's see what happened on the 23rd.
King knew it. Look at it blowing in the wind. Look at this. I had this thing so tight.
Drooped.
Look at this droop. Look at the droop.
No,
this
not
thing
the droop.
definitely fucking moved. At this point, I think it's time to give this fucking thing a name. It needs a fucking name. So I guess comment down below names. I'm going to pick one. I just can't believe this. I really can't fucking believe this. This is actually fucking insane. And you could go back to the other video and look. I didn't change anything. I left it exactly like this. Nothing has fucking changed. I don't know. I feel like I have to keep a fucking eye on everything now. Like, the ground looks disturbed. I feel like the roots are sticking out more. Like, I'm really, honestly, fucking weirded the fuck out. Measuring from the same exact spot.
You know how else is weirded the fuck out? Every person that sees you doing this or hears you yell at them that the tree is fake.
Pull tight, right across. Let's see what it comes out to.
Okay, wait. Okay, so he changed... Wait, did he do something different? Okay, so he's doing what he did with the wires back in this one. Same setup, but it is here now. But I feel like this wouldn't work, right? Because if the tree moves, maybe it pushes the rock. But like, if you have two things and you put a rope between them and they move together, obviously the rope droops. That's what he's claiming is happening. But if you put it on a rock in front of it and it moves, it wouldn't change anything, right? Because the rock didn't move, the tree did. Unless the tree he thinks is going to push the rock. This seems less scientific to me because like anything can disturb this rock pretty easily.
Just measured it out. 3.2 feet. This shit moved 5 inches. I'm gonna leave the yarn up. I'll check it out tomorrow.
5 inches is a lot, by the way. Anyone can tell you. I'm sold now. 5 inches is a lot more than enough for a tree to move.
And we'll see where the fuck it's at. Why are more people not freaked the fuck out that there are no fucking birds? I'm constantly staring at this thing. No bird.
I also have to point out there appears to be a lot of trees in the background and there's also some sort of water feature. So maybe the birds are hanging out over there where the crazy yelling people aren't. Also, if you have pets, it's possible the birds are just staying away. Watching a moving tree series was not on my 2025 bingo card. Set up a camera for a time lapse. That's all he has to do. And that's why I think he at least is partially aware of the fact that this is almost certainly not true, but he doesn't want to be proven wrong. It's like that old viral clip from the Netflix show with the flat earthers. They use a laser light to measure to see if the earth is actually flat or not, and they end up proving that it's round.
If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard or at 17 feet off the water, the earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the earth's curved. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
We don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
This feels like the same instance where if he sets up a camera for a time lapse, he can plug in his phone and do it overnight. There are time lapse apps everywhere. I'm sure he could find one. Film it for like 48 hours out of his bedroom window if he thinks the tree knows somehow. Then he would see that the tree doesn't move, but he's not doing that. He wants to do everything except what would actually prove him right or wrong. Anyway, that was the 23rd. Moving on to the 24th. It's crazy that this is daily. Imagine being the neighbor. 7 days in a row, this man is coming out and screaming at your tree.
Tree Bert, let's see what we're... No way! No fucking way! Yo, the yarn is fucking broken. There's no way! There's just no fucking way. I mean, at this point, my brain is fucking scrambled eggs. Let's fucking measure this bitch.
Okay, so he ties yarn between two trees and then leaves it for 24 hours. Comes back and the yarn is broken because it's yarn outside in nature. Animals and elements exist. And the only conclusion he can arrive at is that the trees must have moved. He put yarn outside, and when the yarn is disturbed, he concludes that trees moved as opposed to any number of dozens of other more plausible things. Squirrels, birds, raccoons, possums, wind, rain, tree branches, rocks. Like, stuff happens outside. It's Mother Nature. It's crazy to me. Like, the only logical conclusion for why this really delicate piece of string broke is that trees fucking moved, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's clearly the trees.
All right, same exact spot, tight yarn, and we're gonna measure. Look at this. Look at this. This looks different. This is absolutely fucking wild. Just measured it 3 feet 5 fucking inches. It moved away 3 fucking inches. Fucking tripped out. I don't trust the yarn at all anymore.
Okay, if it's moving, because he thought the tree was watching him and following him. So if moved towards each other, and then why would it move away? What benefit is there to it moving away if it's trying to do something? Like, how does that contribute to Jews running the government or building space lasers or whatever other conspiracy theories people are associating with this? Plot twist, it's the other tree that's moving and he hearted it. Do you think this like sent him into a crazy crash out that maybe it's been the wrong tree this whole time?
That freaked me the fuck out. I'm gonna leave this fucking rock here. I'm gonna leave this rock here, and let's see if the rock fucking moves. How about that? Oh, and you know, just been looking up for the past, I don't know, 17 fucking minutes. No fucking birds.
I'm glad we got our daily bird check. And I feel like once again, we have a weird instance of him seeing something like logical and then drawing a crazy conclusion from it. Like he sees that the trees, he measured it one day and then he measured it the next day and there was a 5-inch difference. And then he measured it the day after that and it was back to what it was before. But instead of concluding that for some reason he measured wrong on the second day, he decides that the trees moved together and then moved back. Like that's the only logical thing. It's like if I measure myself and I'm 5'10" and then the next day I measure myself and I'm 6 foot tall. Oh my God. I grew 2 inches overnight. That's crazy. Then I measure myself the next day and I'm back to 5'10" and I'm like, fuck. Clearly what happened was I grew in one day and then shrank the next day. That's the only logical. There's no way I measured wrong. It has to be the fact that I grew and shrank. Also, I'm not 5'10". I'm like a generous 5'8", but you know, pretend I'm 5'10". All right, that was the 24th. This is the 25th.
I gotta give you guys a fucking update because some weird ass shit is going on.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh. Sorry.
All right, I gotta give you guys a fucking update because some weird ass shit is going on.
Yeah, a crazy neighbor is filming the tree at 2 in the morning in the rain. I would define that as crazy ass shit. That is the most crazy ass shit. You look up crazy ass shit in the dictionary, it is a picture of this man running out at 3 in the morning onto his neighbor's property to film a tree that he thinks is moving. It's like...
The rock fucking fell. I'm telling you guys, this shit is fucking moving. All right, guys, so this blew up.
He balances a rock like delicately next to the tree. And then when the wind or animals or any number of millions of things that happen outside every night causes the rock that was delicately balanced to fall over, the only conclusion is the tree moved. Oh my God.
Way bigger, way faster than I could have ever fucking imagined. And honestly, I've been getting some fucking calls. I had someone show up at my house, and this is just really getting out of fucking hand at this point. They've been telling me that I need to stop filming this fucking tree. And honestly, it's getting to the point now where I'm genuinely freaked the fuck out. That's why I'm out here at night filming in the fucking rain. I can't.
I'm not the crazy one. They're the crazy ones. They are the ones that have driven me to do insane things like film a tree at night in the rain so that the neighbors don't see me trespassing on their property. But the neighbors are the crazy ones. I'm freaked out. The neighbors are watching at 2:30 in the morning, a man talking to a tree.
Say who called me or who came to my house, but
It's got to be like the Parks and Rec department or like the local sheriff's office. Like, brother, can you stop, man?
what I can say is that I feel like I'm being fucking watched and I feel a lot of pressure. It honestly feels fucking weird just being out here doing this right now. So I'm going to keep you guys.
He's so close. He's so close. He's like, it's so weird and I'm freaked out. Yeah, that's because you're filming a tree at 2 in the morning in the rain thinking it's moving. He also said he feels like he's being watched. I mean, isn't he? Haven't like 150 million people seen these TikToks in total or something?
Updated on Treebird when I can. All right.
So did he take a break after that? Yeah. Okay. So that was happened on the 25th. And then we didn't hear from him for like 8 days. They got it. Clearly there were no updates. I mean, he was done for. The tree must have figured it out and caught on to him. The tree found his TikTok. Also, I just thought about that. If he is like convinced that someone is watching him and telling him not to follow the tree, isn't posting it on TikTok like the worst thing he can do? You know, if I'm the government agent that's going to disappear him as soon as he figures out that the tree is like some alien spy device that I've planted on there so they can terraform Earth and hatch alien babies out of the abdomens of all the women here, then I would watch these TikToks and be like, oh, he's caught on. He's gone forever. And then the neighbors can finally have some peace and quiet and leave their trees alone. Also, I just really want, he says like in all the pictures, this tree exists, but this one doesn't. Just show us the pictures. I don't know if this is a bit that's gone too far. And so he doesn't feel like he can stop, but I feel like you could just show us pictures and then we'll believe you.
I feel like they're closer together. I want to measure so fucking bad. I think they're closer together. You don't know how bad I want to walk.
It is his neighbor's house. Look, he's behind the fence. The neighbors probably built the fence there so that he would leave their trees the fuck alone.
Go over there right now and go measure that bitch. So bad. Like I told you guys, this blew up so fast and way bigger than I could have ever expected. So I can't go over there and do measurements and other things I want to do right now. I just can't do it. It's also not on my property. I've said this multiple times. It's not on my property.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't said this once. We just concluded that it wasn't from the fact that wherever the original measuring video, like right here or something, whatever the original measuring video was, from the fact that he showed his fence. That's the only reason we know that it wasn't his property is because he showed his fence. we otherwise he has not said that it's his neighbors. Yeah, wait, this was the whole time they were your neighbors' trees? Like, that's so weird. Oh no, the neighbors ain't happy. Yeah, that's because you won't leave their trees and property the frick alone.
Let the whole situation chill a little bit, but best fucking believe I will go over there again, and I will do everything I want to do to that tree. Still no.
Why'd you have to phrase it like that? Are you gonna fuck the tree? Please don't do whatever you want to the tree. Or don't film it at least.
Fucking birds. No fucking birds. I feel like they're closer together.
So that was the 4th, and this is 4 days later. So I assume at this point, the neighbors have talked to him, or maybe like some local authorities have talked to him and be like, hey, you can't be doing this anymore. So he's kind of biding his time between films, letting almost a week go by between each one so that he doesn't get in trouble. But back on the 8th, is this the most recent update we have? Yeah, okay, this is the most recent update that we have about the trees, and this was almost 9 days ago. So there is a chance he was correct and they got to him, you know? But let's watch this one.
Yup, no way. No fucking way. It's behind that one now. We moved back. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
What?
Tree bird, what the fuck is going
I see what he meant when he said he's gonna do whatever he wants to that tree. Yeah.
on? You used to be in front of this tree. Now you're behind this tree. You can't tell me.
Did you not know how perspective works? Hold on, I've got another pen around here. Brother, if I'm like this, and you got your here, let me look at my viewfinder. Like, oh my gosh, 2 pins. See, 2 pens that are next to each other. This one is in front of this one. Then I turn like this, you're like, oh my God, they switched, the other one's in front now. The pens moved. Like, no, they didn't. Just the perspective of the camera moved. Someone get this man a cinematography class. He will be okay, and let the conspiracy go.
That tree bird didn't move back. Here's a picture.
Not the picture from the other angle. Here's you can't compare 2 opposite sides of the tree and then say, look, it's different. Well, obviously it's different. It's a different picture in a different place.
Promise you all, once this calms down, I'm going to measure this tree again. We're gonna get to the fucking bottom of this. I've been staring for about 11.
What is the bottom of it? Let's say somehow, some insane world that absolutely does not exist, the trees are moving. Definitive proof, he measures it daily. He gets NASA out here. NASA measures them every day. The trees are in fact moving. Well, now what? What are you gonna do about it? You cut it down, there's nothing inside. It's just a tree. It's not made of plastic because it would have burned, presumably. Like, there is no bottom of it. It's just a tree.
Minutes now? No fucking birds. I'm telling you, still no fucking birds.
Yeah, I think the birds are just as freaked out as the humans that live in that house are. They're just like, we do not want anything to do with this gentleman who is screaming at trees and measuring them. So that's his tree saga. And throughout the tree-based posts that he's made, he has also done other stuff. And so I started looking at the other ones because I was curious, hey, are the other ones that he's doing like also strange or weird in any way? And the answer is not really. Like, they're a little odd, but they're not crazy. He made this post called, I swear I keep catching glitches in the simulation.
Bro, this isn't real, right?
Where he's just filming this lady walking backwards.
Is this real right now? Is this really happening?
And don't get me wrong, it's a little bit weird, but I wouldn't call it a glitch in the simulation. Someone hopped up on drugs, starts walking backwards. Like, that's not that weird. But then if you look at the rest of his TikToks, this one's a bit weird, but none of them are like concerning. You don't watch the other ones and think, ah, yes, like he's not all there. He tries to be funny. He tries to make skits. Here's like a prank call. Here's him like singing really loudly outside of his sister's room in order to get, I guess, TikTok clout on the internet. Here's him just doing like a weird filter thing. Here's him talking about all of the DoorDash that he ordered. The only other like slightly conspiracy based one that I could find was this. He's like, Justin Bieber's Where Are You Now music video.
I can't believe it took me 10 years to notice this.
And there's just screenshots from the music video. I assume he's talking about like the words that are written here, like jobs for God, the devil back, looking at, you know, something, kill the poor. He was God, or he was good dog. Oh, he was a good dog. The dog's dead. If you're reading this, it's already too late, etc., etc. Like, there was this conspiracy theory. Also, this was happening in the middle of his tree episode, so it could have, if it was like an episode of some kind, you know, schizophrenic bipolars tend to have manic episodes. So if it was like mid-manic episode, maybe that makes sense. But if you watch the video, it's like, it's not hidden. It's just right there in the video. Top comment right now is just came from the instant video where they slowed this down and showed all the hidden messages in the video. Damn, right in front of our eyes. But the messages aren't hidden. These are like the least hidden messages possible. You just go through frame by frame and it's just images. Like, this isn't hidden at all. That would be like a billboard on the highway and you're like, I found that hidden billboard. Like, brother, no, it's there for anyone to see. This is not that weird. And then the rest of his ones, I went through and watched another one. It's just like a skit.
Hey man, what's going on? I was thinking, maybe you come over, bring your sleeping bag, we do a sleepover party, maybe a little magic, maybe a little bit of pizza. Are you thinking pajama party?
It's weird. Actually, this goes on for like 30 seconds. It's like strange and not necessarily my brand of humor, but this seems like a fine, normal TikTok. This is not something I would watch and be like, he's clearly got something going on. Like, this is just a normal, unhinged TikTok. And it's the same one with this one where he's just doing like a driving skit, driving down, yelling at people as if he's a New Jersey driver. Also, kind of a normal video. So I'm really confused as to where the tree-based saga started, but I'm also really curious where it goes next, because the most recent update we have is this one where he's driving by, and that's on the 8th. So it has been a little while since we got a tree-based update, but I'm I'm gonna be keeping up with this one, and you should too if you're really interested. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you could please subscribe on your way out. I'll catch you all next week.